Hey guys, it's me, Chazzy Wood, your favorite boob tuber, online goof, and resident YouTube lash. The reason I'm in my kitchen today, as you guys know, is I'm currently on a diet because I put some weight during lockdown 1.0 and it's now time to lose it, and I've been intermittent fasting for the last few hours. So it's time to show you guys how I break my fast and show you a couple of meals I'll make, including something super delicious and comforting. Our first item on the menu is a salad, and this is a very simple vegetarian Greek salad. For those of you who don't know, I am 80% vegetarian because I find that this is the quickest way for me to lose weight, and it's really delicious. So for this salad, I'm starting off by chopping my vegetables. I've done my onions, and next up is my tomatoes, followed by some lovely cucumber and a whole avocado. I've already pre-apologized in the past for my excessive avocado consumption, but this is how I remove the pip, and all I'll do is I'll just cut across it and square it up before I scoop it and put it into my salad bowl, which I have been forming with all other vegetables. And obviously I'm just going to add some lovely Greek feta cheese because this would not be a Greek salad without feta or olives. So there you go guys, the lovely beautiful looking bowl. Whenever I use avocados, I always add chili flakes as well as some nice coarse rock salt, and that's just to bring out the creaminess of the flavor even more. If you don't like chilies, that's fine. And as said previously, you can't have a Greek salad without some olives. I know some people don't like olives, guys, so sorry. Next up, I'm going to make an incredibly easy salad dressing. So all I'm going to take is basically some olive oil and put it into a glass bottle, some honey, and some lemon, as well as some pepper, just to bring out the flavors even more. I then shake all the contents in my jar just to bring all the flavors together and form them into a family. I've actually started sprouting my own beans, guys. So this is my bean sprout. It's very good to incorporate live agents into your diet. And whoops, this is what happens, kids. You try to be fancy cooking on the YouTube and your dressing goes everywhere, but we'll resurrect the rest and use it. Next up, I just mush everything together so I feel every single, or I taste every little bit of flavor that's in this good bowl. And to complete the meal, we're gonna add this pita bread, which I've cut into half. This is absolutely delicious. I love the pepperiness of the red onions and the crunch, and that just contrasts so well with the tomatoes as well as the avocado and the olives, as well as the Greek cheese. This is just such an amazing way to break a fast, and having all of these live ingredients is just, Mother Nature is amazing, like the amount of amazing goodness she gives us. I'm gonna eat up now. I hope it's not too gross. So I'm just going to do a quick check-in regarding my current weight status. But first, we'll go back to how I looked when lockdown started. This is me, belly's fat. I've got lovely, full, thick thighs, which I absolutely love, and I have learned to love them. My stomach was flat and I had a lot of definition. When I turn around, I've got no love handles. I had a bit of chub rub at this point because I think it was about a month into lockdown, but I'll just take it back, rewind it to slightly before that. So this is literally the weekend lockdown happened. Everything is just super slim, it's super snatched. I achieved these results the good old-fashioned way, no snake oil, basically just training consistently, but because I was doing it with professionals, I was doing a lot of high-intensity interval training and just watching what I eat. This is present day me. The results aren't drastic, but I'm starting to see a tiny difference. Belly's still there and it's still floppy. Oops, I meant wobbly, not floppy. My love handles are also starting to disappear, which is amazing. When it comes to weight loss, just take your time, do what feels right by your body, and don't always constantly weigh yourself. Just take some pictures. And also be kind to yourself. Some days will be good, some days won't be so good, but over time with consistency, it will all work out. Next up, I'll be making an absolutely luxurious vegetarian truffle risotto. I start off by filling some tap water into a pan and basically putting it on the hob because I'll be using this Callow organic vegetable stock to basically form my stock for the risotto. Next up, I chop up my vegetables, starting with an onion, and this is how my stock is starting to look as it boils. I'll then crush garlic. I use about 4 cloves, and I finally chop it. I then take a big pan, which I'm going to cook the main risotto in, and I basically use about a tablespoon of olive oil, and I keep the pan at a low heat, adding my onion as well as the garlic. I cook them on a low heat, just allowing the onion to soften and for it to start to sweeten ever so slightly. For this recipe, I'm using 3 mushrooms, oyster mushrooms, chestnut, as well as shiitake. As the chestnut mushrooms are the meatiest, I'm going to add them to my onion and garlic mix, ensuring that everything is stirred together. Next up, I'm adding a cupful of arborio rice. This is the rice that you have to use for risotto. You can't use any basic rice because it just doesn't hold as well. Keep mixing as you go along and add a glass of or a cup of nice dry white wine. Although the consistency of your risotto at this point is going to be quite watery, keep making sure that you're cooking it at a low heat and keep adding the stock. Just gradually add it in because you want your rice to be nice and al dente, not horrible and sloppy. As you keep everything simmering, it will look so sexy and enticing. As the risotto bubbles away, we're just going to put some olive oil in a pan and add the shiitake as well as the oyster mushrooms and just flip them over, guys. You know how it goes. Add a bit of salt, followed by pepper, and just leave it to cook out. And you never ever want to wash your mushrooms with water because that soak it in and it doesn't taste amazing. So we're also going to chop up some of our parsley and also grate some of our Parmesan cheese. So next up is the star ingredient. Like, this is what a truffle looks like. This is a black summer truffle. I'm just gonna slice it thinly. I'm not gonna lie, guys, white winter truffles are so much more delicious and fragrant tasting. But I got them from Fortnum & Mason's, the Queen's favorite shop. We're not gonna put the truffles just in yet. We're gonna take the mushrooms, add them to our risotto. Things are just starting to look a bit like lit. Add the Parmesan or the parsley, the curly parsley. And then soon we're going to sprinkle the Parmesan on and just give everything a stir. This is food porn at its finest, folks. Once everything is simmered down and the rice is cooked down, it will be time to plate up your amazing risotto. Pile it high. It's winter, we need comfort food. Add some Parmesan and a curly kale or 2 for decoration. Do not forget your truffle. So guys, always add truffle on at the end of the meal. If you put truffles on during the meal as you're cooking it, you're going to lose all the fragrance, you're going to lose all the aroma. This stuff is hella expensive Thereafter, just drizzle your truffle oil. Once again, you don't want to cook this, or you don't want to add it on during the cooking process, because you will lose the benefit of it. And to top things off, it would be rude to not have a glass of good wine. So, salut. So guys, there you have it. An extra special risotto with truffles as well as truffle oil. This is the epiphany of what elevating real life experiences is. So let's just do the taste test. Wow. Oh, that is absolutely amazing. It always boggles me when you watch YouTubers actually don't taste their food, but this is just delicious. So I'm going to go ahead and stuff my fat little face, and I will see you next time, Chazzy Wood. Love you loads. Bye.